Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll show you step by step how to create a Python virtual environment, how to use it inside Jupyter Notebook, and how to debug if something goes wrong. At the end, we'll test everything by importing few libraries like TensorFlow. So in first step, we'll create a project directory and virtual environment. Okay, so first, let's create the new folder for our project. Let's give some name to the project. We call it as Jupyter project. Okay. Okay, so right now the directory is empty. Now we'll create the virtual environment inside this directory. So Python 3 -m and the name of the virtual environment. Let's call it as Jupyter -venv. Or I can use 3.12 since I'm going to use TensorFlow for testing. Okay, so the virtual environment is created and this will have its own Python, pip and libraries. Okay, now let's activate the virtual environment. So source and bin/activate. So with that, our virtual environment is activated and we can see that here. Okay, Jupyter-venv. In your terminal, you might see something like this. Okay, now next step, we'll install required packages. So inside this virtual environment, we'll install Jupyter, TensorFlow, and ipykernel. Okay, so pip install. So essentially, we need Jupyter and ipykernel. TensorFlow is just for testing later. You can use any other package you want. Okay, so let's install it. Now the packages are installed. So next step, which is very important, we need to register this virtual environment as a Jupyter kernel. Okay, Python -m. Okay, so here this name is the internal ID of the kernel, and display name is what you will see in the Jupyter notebook when selecting the kernel. Okay, so let's run this command. I think I forgot the double quotes. So it has installed the kernel spec Jupyter underscore project underscore venv at this location. Okay, now let's quickly verify the kernel. So we'll do Jupyter list. So these are the list of kernels on my machine. This is the one we have just created. If you are doing it for the first time, probably you'll see only one, the one you have created just now. Now let's look inside this. Okay, so if we do ls, we'll see kernel.json file. Okay, so if you do cat, so here you can notice how it points to the Python executable inside our virtual environment, right? And this is the display name that you will see in the Jupyter notebook. Now let's launch the Jupyter notebook. So we'll go back here and we'll say Jupyter notebook. Okay, so this is our Jupyter notebook running on localhost 8889. Let's go to Jupyter Lab. Okay, so this is our virtual environment. Let's create a new notebook. Now, if you select the kernel tab and click change kernel, these are the list of kernels. Okay, and this is the one we had just created, Python Jupyter project venv. So here, display name Python Jupyter project venv. Okay, so let's select that and select. And here you can see the kernel name. Now let's test it out. So import TensorFlow STF. So when we run this, now let's print the version. So tf dot. Now this worked fine because we had installed TensorFlow in our virtual environment. Okay, let's select some other kernel. Let's select this one. And now let's try running it. Okay, so it's throwing error, no module name TensorFlow. So let's go back to our kernel and okay, we can also check which Python is being used. So this is the path of the project. This is the virtual environment, and this is the Python. Okay. Also, let's check. So this also points to the virtual environment's Python. Okay. So which Python shows the Python executable that the underlying OS shell sees from the current process. And sys.executable, this is inside Python itself. It tells you exactly which Python interpreter the Jupyter kernel is using. This is the most reliable way to check which virtual environment or kernel is active. So our Python notebook is working fine. Another important note here is you don't always need to install Jupyter inside every virtual environment. You can install Jupyter system-wide or in a global environment and then just register different virtual environments as kernels. Okay, so example, for example, I have installed Jupyter on my system. So let's start that. Brew services, restart Jupyter Lab. Okay, so we can see that it has started another Jupyter notebook, localhost on 8888. And if you go to kernel, right, these are the list of kernels. In this video, we had installed the Jupyter inside the virtual environment just for the understanding purpose, but you can install the Jupyter system-wide and come here and change the kernel as per your project, okay? Now at the end, few debugging tips. So we have already seen this, the difference between which Python and sys.executable. So there are times when this doesn't work as expected. For example, which Python and sys.executable shows different path. And that is when you get the classic module not found or installed but can't import problems in the Jupyter. So first thing, you will check the kernel list. So you will check the kernel list. So Jupyter kernel spec list, and you should see your kernel in the list. Second check is go to kernel.json, right? And make sure that this path is pointing to your virtual environments Python. And if something is wrong, you can remove and re-register the kernel. So let's come here. Let's stop the Jupyter notebook. So Jupyter kernel spec, remove and the kernel name. Okay. So it is removed. Now if you see the list, the kernel is gone. Okay. Now this time we'll add it with the full path to our virtual environment Python. So let's copy the full path from here. So this is the full path, -m. Let's copy this. Okay, so the issue was one of the directory had spaces in the name, and now it's saying unrecognized arguments. So this should be okay. So install kernel spec, and now we can see the list. So this is the kernel. So let's check it again. So list of kernels and it. Okay, so this looks good. This is pointing to Python inside the virtual environment. Now let's say for some reason that still doesn't work, you can manually edit the kernel.json file and update the path. So if this still doesn't work, there may be a deeper issue in your system's path configuration that is overriding the Python command. In that case, you can manually fix the path in kernel.json. So go to your kernel.json, right? And update this path pointing to your virtual environment Python. Okay. Now let's launch the notebook. Okay. And this is working fine. And that's it. Now you know how to create a virtual environment, register it with Jupyter, debugging issues with kernel paths, and test it with TensorFlow. Okay. So if you have found this helpful, do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.